What is going on, guys? Shadow Ace here. It's been, oh god, I don't know how long it's been, but it's been quite a long time since I've uploaded on the channel. Short little recap. I kind of got burnt out from YouTube and like recording Pokemon, and I kind of took a break from it, get stuff together. So, if you can't tell, I'm actually on a brand new mic. I actually do have a new webcam, which I will eventually start doing webcam stuff. So get excited for that. But that's not why we're here. We're here because I have not one, not two, but 3 drafts that I am currently a part of. And one just started the draft. The other one, I'm waiting to make my last pick, and then I'll do like the team breakdown for that. And this one is completed. I actually did week 1. I didn't know if I was going to record this or not, but I'm deciding to, since I'm going to do the other 2, and I'm probably going to record the other 2. I might as well record all 3, and I might have a 4th one. That one is still in the air. I'm not sure if I'm going to be a part of that draft or not, but so far it's looking like 3 for this summer. We're gonna end the summer out with doing like a lot of goddamn drafts. So that means a lot of team building. That means a lot of competitive mons. That means a lot of bad plays and good plays, but mostly bad plays. But without further ado, let me introduce this team for the RTM, or Return to Monkey draft. Now this is actually like a little fun draft I got the chance to be a part of. If you haven't seen like the ICP, my boy Tylen, weird. It's like when I look at his Discord name, it's like Trylen. But I'm like, is it supposed to be of? I don't know. Pop Tarts. If you know, if you know the captain of the Colorado Grumpigs. That'd be pretty good for you guys. I'm gonna get butchered for nah. But damn, that's crazy. Anyway, but this is his league. He is the owner of this league, so a lot of the rules are pretty much things he developed, and I'm actually going to go over them right quick because it is a national dex league. So all the mons that were cut are pittable for this draft. So that gives us a lot of options to kind of like pick around for mons and stuff. So that's always fun to do. There's no Ubers as far as I know. No Ubers. Yeah, there's no Ubers. I'm like, did he allow? No, there's no Ubers in this draft. I'm getting my drafts confused. But yeah, there's no Ubers. There's just national decks. So it's kind of more like closer to what I'm familiar with OU, UU, RU, and all that. Ubers was kind of like a big dive. Even national decks is somewhat of a big dive because certain mons are more viable because certain mons have new coverage to help out. So it's kind of weird, but it's gonna be a fun draft, I can see. And I'm actually gonna do like another video that's just like going over like the replay of my week 1, going over like the thoughts I have, but This all stuff you guys don't probably care about. I wasted 4 minutes explaining stuff. Let's get to the team. This is your Motor City Rotoms. This is the team that I drafted so carefully. So careful. I feel like after the ICP, like it was at my Charizard pick that I feel like I kind of fumbled the draft, and so I went more methodical with this one. So you're gonna see like with the picks I've made. So first round. Actually, I want to get the draft order. Hold up. I'm not sure if like guys see like the screen black in and black out. If you do, that's just me like opening different tabs. Let's see. Let's bring this up real quick. What's the draft order for this one? Yeah, this one I was actually there's 12 people in this draft and I got 10. So I had like I wasn't like 6, which is like the worst position in like being middle in draft leagues. You'd never want to be middle. You never want to be in the middle. But I got like close to the end, so I got pretty high up on the turn back pick, like the snake pick. So 10 rounds. 9 people ahead of me. I'm like, what mod can I pick first to make this team like stand out? And I thought about it hard. And I'm like, who's one of the best mods out right now? One of the greatest menace to like the meta. And I said in the draft league, I've never thought I would actually draft this mon first in my life ever. But you know what? It's time to make plays. We draft round 1. We actually drafted Slowking. Now you're probably like, for a round 1 pick, you drafted Slowking. I know teleport is good, but it's not that good for one. No, listen, hear me out. Having this pick, I was like, okay, I can go Slowking. Start off working with my defensive side of the board, like working on the defense of the team, and also having like a good little niche within like teleport future sight. I can run like T-Wave, I can run Scold, I can run AV. Slowking is a menace as well to special attackers. But yeah, Slowking is like, it has that nice teleport, so I can bring in slow mons, and it was great. Now this wasn't originally going to be my first pick. Let me go over my first 2 picks, and it was so fucking hilarious. So first round, I was like, okay, I want to try Mega Lopunny and Kyurem. I wanted to try that combo. Pick 3, Kyurem gets taken. I was like, okay, I can still pick up Lopunny, maybe do something with like a different dragon. The pick right before me, Lopunny get taken. I'm like, wow, okay, I'm going with a whole new plan. Threw that whole draft board out the window, and like I went with Slowking. I knew a lot of people probably wasn't gonna like pick it that early on. I do feel like I kind of overreached for it, but you'll see how well it goes with the team later on. So that was our first round pick. Our second round pick, like, look at me. I'm like, oh, it's round 2. It's already got back to me, and this mon hasn't been drafted. This is gonna be nasty core. And I picked up a horrible mon that's always at the pinnacle, the premium of the OU meta. It's always a menace. And I was like, it's for the boys. And I picked up Clefable. Now you're probably like wondering, like, so Clefable won round 2. Right? Listen. First 2 picks was defensive, passive mons. I know, I'm fully aware. But I literally just picked up the 2 best, arguably the top 3 best teleport. Two of the top 3 best teleporters in the whole meta right now, off my first 2 pick. So teleport is going to be my whole niche kind of this season. Clefable does give me like a really nice like combine setup threat. It gives me unaware, magic guard. It gives me a rocker. Like, again, I can use T-Wave with this and like really kind of mess up some teams, and also get wish support. Like a great, like, Clefable is like one of the best like cleric mons there is, so that's always a good thing to have on your team. So right now, off my first 2 picks, I'm like, I'm going pink this season. It seems like it. So the ref continues. A few mons I had an eye out for, like kind of get sniped for me. I know mainly was, it's crazy because like my making sure, okay, I was just making sure like my scenes are in order, but I'm professional. Yeah, a few of the mons I picked kind of got sniped. So as soon as it get back down to me, I'm like, this mon is gonna have to do as a substitute because I know it probably won't go go undrafted for as long. And I picked up for round 3 the boy Garchomp. Now, granted, I know what you're saying. Like, you didn't want Garchomp. Like, Garchomp is really great. Garchomp is a menace. Garchomp is offensive and defensive. I wanted to use Mega Garchomp, and that got picked sniped from me again. So this draft is like I'm getting sniped left and right. So I'm bobbing and weaving, trying to make some good cores, kind of make some moves, pick good mons. Don't like fumble the ball. But Garchomp, yeah, Garchomp, it adds a lot of speed to my to the team so far, and it's also like I said, like I have like the Tank Chop variant I can run. So like with the first 2 mons, I have first 3 mons, I have like a lot of bulk on my team, and a lot of like and two setup threats, because I could do like the whole skill shot thing with Garchomp that I wanted to do with Mega Garchomp, which is funny. Earthquake, Scorching Sand, Draco. I can run a Scarf. And I have another self rocker. So it's not a bad pick. Or like Garchomp, first 3 picks is never a bad pick. But it kind of put me into like a point crisis, because Mega Garchomp is always cheaper than Garchomp, because of the fact that Mega Garchomp is slower, and it has like, if you run it without having a Mega, it has to wear like the Mega Stone, so you don't have to worry about Scarf or anything. So it's usually cheaper. But at that same point, I paid a little bit more for normal Garchomp, and then that like kind of mons I have in mind, I have to recalculate the point value for them. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm really getting sniped pretty badly. I'm not sure if I can go long without picking a Mega. So I'm like, okay, I need to pick a Mega now, because how these things are going, I'm getting sniped left and right, and if I end up with a shitty Mega, I'm gonna be upset. So I picked up a mon I have never used in like honestly, I don't think I've ever used this mon competitively, weirdly enough. But I picked up Mega Mawile. Now, Mega Mawile, I did the damage calcs. I went to the lab. I pulled up the numbers. Swords Dance Sucker Punch, Swords Dance Knockoff, Swords Dance Play Rough. There's not that many things that want to come into either one of those. Nothing really wants to take a hit from Mawile. Mawile, again, another bulky mon to the team, but it hits so hard, and it gives me a Steel type and a Fairy type, another Fairy type. So far, I'm like, okay, I got my Dragon Steel core. I have Slowbro who can teleport, Slowbro and Clefable who can teleport into either Garchomp or into Mawile for like punishing moves. Like, let's say there's a Steel type. No, you know what? Yeah, let's say there's a Steel type that like got squished in on Clefable, but I managed to predict it and click teleport. I can just go into Garchomp. Slowking, let's say there's a Dark type and I click teleport, and they're trying to click they switch to Dark type and I click teleport, going to Mawile. Or better yet, I click Focus Beam, I click Future Sight, teleport, get the Regenerator up, forces them to go into a Dark type or take the Future Sight hit, and teleport into Mawile, which punish whatever they do with a Play Rough. That's some good moves, good combos right there. But so far in the team, I'm looking pretty slow. To be honest, I'm looking really slow. I don't really have much of hazard removers, and I'm like, what can really add utility to my team, but also be like a special threat as well, and add some speed, because I'm looking really slow. Like ICP, my team was so slow. It was so incredibly slow. So I picked up Hoop. This says Hoopa, but it's a superior. Damn, I threw away the wrong clip. I mean the wrong scene clip, but we're gonna rock with it. Ignore the Hoopa right there. We might bring it 1 week with the name Hoopa-Unbound, but yeah, I picked up Superior. Superior, very fast mod, faster even than Garchomp. It can be like a late game sweeper with Contrary and like Leaf Storm, getting like the +2, second up damage. But also it gets Defog, and better yet, it gets Glare. Now you're like, Glare, what's so good about Glare? Glare allows me to paralyze Psychic. Wait, false. It allows me to paralyze ground types. I don't think we can paralyze electric types anymore. I know there was a point where you could, but I don't think I can paralyze electric type. But regardless, electric types aren't gonna really do much to Superior anyways, but I can paralyze ground types. And that's huge, because that cuts speeds in half and allows Garchomp and Mawile and even Superior to like punish mons that should be like a counter to them because of the slower nature in them. Like I said, Contrary, it gives me a mon I can switch into webs or like Intimidate and get boost off of it. If you want to defog, on a Superior, go ahead, be my guest. I'm gonna click that Leaf Storm and get my damage off. It makes Superior such a good snake. Such a good snake. I know people don't like snakes, but Superior, you're alright in my book. So at this point, let me see. So this Superior was the pick coming back down for me. So the snake, round robin going back up, so making me the third next pick. I literally struggled with this. I was debating whether to do this or to spend my points a little bit better. But when am I gonna have an opportunity like this to really show out and add more like wall breakers to my defensive core? And I kind of splurged on points, forgive me guys, but I picked up, like you see, Hoopa-Unbound. I know that was kind of a spoiler, but yeah, I picked up Hoopa-Unbound. And let me tell you this. I tried Hoopa before in Draft League, and it left a bad taste in my mouth for using Hoopa. And I thought like Hoopa-Unbound would probably be the same, but I have faith in this Hoopa. I feel like it can do quite a bit with 170 in special attack and 160 in physical attack. That's a menace. And 80 speed, that's a menace. Going back to like the Slowking pick, I can run Trick Room with Mawile, but I also can do like a Trick Room set with this as well. And you're like, 80 speed Trick Room? That doesn't make sense. But with Gen 8, we're on Gen 8, my bad. With Gen 8, we got access to room service, which lowers your speed by 1 once you're in Trick Room. So I can set up Trick Room. I know it's gonna be like a extra turn. Set up Trick Room, teleport in, and then Hoopa is slower, so it allows it to beat slower mons, because it's gonna be working with a negative speed and then like a minus 0.67, I believe, to the speed again, making it really slow. But then it also gives me the option, like once I break through stuff, if their team is still like, if Trick Room runs out and they send out a counter, I can still use Hoopa to be like to outspeed certain other threats. So it's a nice little niche I got going on. Magician, I'm gonna speak like more on that later. But yeah, that's Hoopa. Yeah, it's not that many things that want to take a Dark Pulse or Hyper Fury Punch, or like any like the Psychic types. I mean, Psychic type moves it has. So that's gonna be an interesting team. Next, I wanted to get some more utility for the team, and this, like, from Hoopa down, this is where in the ICP I feel like I kind of fumbled the bag, but this one I feel like I did a really good job picking like good quality mons for my lower picks. But to add more utility and like more variety to the team, I picked up Ribombee, aka Ribombee. What I used to call it? I was calling Ribombee when I was doing the showdown with Greed. Yep, we picked the Ribombee. Ribombee is literally the fastest mon on our team with 124 base speed. Now that is fast, but it's unfortunately frail. But luckily for Ribombee, it has something that not a lot of mons have. It has Quiver Dance and Sticky Webs. So I can run it. When you see a Ribombee, you usually assume it's gonna run Sticky Webs, but I can also run. I can run it offensively. I can run Quiver Dance. I can run Defog. I can run Screens, all with the Ribombee. I can make it like a baby cleric. Like, I wouldn't necessarily use it for like a main road cleric. Maybe if the team permits it, since it's really frail. But it can do its job. Like Honey, the abilities aren't really good. It's like, it has really bad abilities. I think like Shield Dust is like the only good one, which protects you from secondary moves, so I can't get burned from skulls. But other than that, it's like nothing really to snuff at. It has like decent special attack with 95. It's not the greatest breaker, but frail mons should be fearful for any moves that it has that's super effective. So like I can do like Psychic, Moonblast, Bug Buzz, U-Turned Out. It's like it gives me a pivot mainly, and another defogger for hazards. But that's Ribombee. Ribombee is like Versace with the scarf. It's fashionable. It's really fun. But again, I needed more speed. And since I took Hoopa, I wasn't able to do like one mon I wanted to play with, so I went for the baby version of it. And I picked up Sneasel. Now Sneasel is, I believe, our second fastest mon. And now I'm gonna bring back up Magician and Pickpocket. I can run Focus Sash Sneasel, and I can, let's say there's a mon I'm scared of it being Scarf or having like a certain item or any item. I can make Sneasel take the hit for it and like bring it down to Focus Sash, and Pickpockets activates. And so let's say it's a Smon I'm scared of being Scarf. Pickpocket activates, I take the Scarf, and now I don't have to worry about it. And it gets like a man, let's say Melmetal. I'm scared of it being like a choice band because it does too much. I'm not saying like it does, but I'm just saying like in like a scenario, and it does too much to a team I'm using. Try to bait out the Earthquake and not the double bash. Bait out the Earthquake and then go into Sneasel, take the hit. Hopefully it procs the Focus Sash. I can't use Fear, so it has to be a level 100. Take the hit. Make sure it takes the hit. And Pickpocket, take the band and punish it back with a I can do like a low kick, punish back, beat up. I can do triple axle, or I can run this on Choice Band itself and just like speed. It gives me Ice Shard, Fake Out, so it's like a good like speed control mon, and also like gives me like a another niche within like manipulating held items of my opponent. So that's gonna be fun. And inner focus, so inner focus prevents me from being intimidated. Not lately. I mean lately. And in the current generation, they added that, if I'm not mistaken. So intimidate can't lower my attack. So if I want to run like choice band, and they have like a mon I know they're gonna leave, but intimidate, inner focus, and just do what it do. Or I can use it to take like knockoff hits, like with Slowking. See, there's a lot going into this. Next pick, I wanted to get like a fire type, but also like yeah, I wanted to get fire. That was the main reason why I wanted to get this mon. I needed a fire type. Wasn't many good fire types left. Because like the one thing about draft, if you don't take a good fire type early on, you're gonna be stuck with bad picks. But I also wanted to try this mon on recommendation from my boy SW. He has like a series where he like talks about like turning bad Pokemon into good decent picks for drafts. I think he refers it as turning what is it? I think he refers it as like turning Hooch to rum and coke. But I picked up Turtonator. Now Turtonator has high defense. It has rapid spin. I can shell smash with it, and I can like I can run it physical, or I can run it special. Don't ask me how I'm gonna run it physical, because don't worry about it. You don't need to know how I'm gonna do this physically, but just know that I have an idea for it. I can put like an AV on it, make it like somewhat like a mini wall. Unfortunately, it doesn't get like good recovery other than like rest, so put an AV on it. It's more like a limited wall. But it has access to Overheat, Draco, Dragon Pulse, Scorching Sand, Earthquake. So like Body Press, it has like some good options, but more or less, let's say I want like to keep my team weak, keep my team from having to fear like fire type moves or grass type moves. Turtonator comes in handy. So these last 3 picks are going to be somewhat quick, so bear with me. This video is almost like 30 minutes long, but hey. Next we have Illumise. I kind of like that name. I don't know why, but the bug itself. Now this bug is low-key kind of broken because it has Prankster. And you're like, okay, it has Prankster, but it does one thing. Now you're like wondering, like Volbeat is better. It has Tail Glow, duh. But Volbeat as a like offensive option is non-existent. Okay, you can use Tail Glow, but Volbeat, like it would be better if this had Tail Glow than Volbeat, because Volbeat has like 73 attack and like 47 special attack. It's like flipped for these. This one is the special one. That one is the physical one. But the main attraction to Illumise over Volbeat is Prankster plus Defog plus Wish. I can literally just put boots on this, wish up, take a hit, baton pass out. It's like Prankster, guaranteed, like it's the fastest per pivot. It's literally, unless you're like Prankster running like another Prankster mon that's faster than me, I'm gonna pivot out before you can do anything else to me. And I can pivot back in and click roofs. I can set up light screen. I thought it got reflect. I'm now realizing it only gets light screen. But I can set up light screen. I can set up weather, which is like pretty good. Like if you want to run like let's say I'm going against a weather team, I can counteract it. Like a rain team, I can set up sun. Sun team, I can set up rain. Fairly easy, and it keeps it like Prankster makes it so like good for you, like utility just overall. My next pick was actually Machoke. because I wanted a fighting type. I know last in ICP I kind of wanted a fighting type. I didn't have one per se, and I had to rely on Lopunny for fighting type moves, but it didn't have stab. But I picked up Machoke. Machoke ain't no joke. Put an Eviolite on this, and it's like crazy defensively bulky. It gives Guts, no guard, stand fast. Guts, it makes people think twice about sending let's say toxic spikes on me. It makes people think twice about trying to like toxic me in general. Because I can run Eviolite plus Guts and hit hard. No guard is very underrated on like Machoke. I know it's like more like impressive on Machamp. No guard Machoke is a little bulkier, and it helps with speed control because it can run Rock Tomb, knowing that I'm going to get the guaranteed speed drop, and then I can click that Dynamic Punch. So it's like really underrated because it's more bulkier than Machamp, Drain Punch, Bulk Up, Bullet Punch, Raz Z, Sleep Talk. It's like a lot I can do with this, defensively and offensively. So Machoke is like an underrated pick, I feel. It was only like one point, I believe. So it's a really good mon. Let's just say that. And the last mon, I have doubters who said from Sneasel down my picks were trash. I have doubters who doubted this mon in particular. But this mon is a absolutely disgusting mon that I've recently realized. And it's Gloom. Gloom Doom. I'm actually upset. It took me this long to realize how good this mon is in like draft. Now, like stats might not be that impressive compared to like something like a Roselia. Like Roselia, you get hazards. You can get like natural cure. You can get. That's pretty much all it has over Roselia, and Roselia hits harder. But what Gloom does, what Roselia can't, it's just like bulk. You can make it extremely bulky, both on the physical and special side. And then you can just like toxic, because poison type, you get the 100% accuracy toxic and leech seed, which is disgusting. And then strength sap. So defensive, like physically offensive mons literally can crumble to this. Like if you can't like do like more than 50 to it, and they click strength sap. Let's say you do 50%, like you do a move that does 50% to the Gloom in your physical, and you do it, and I click strength sap. Now you're -1, and that 50% damage that you did is dropped down to a 25, and I can click leech seed to gain more health. So you're literally punching me, doing 25, doing half of that would be like, half of 25 would be actually 75.5, and then lower and lower and lower, half and half and half, while you're being leech seeded and toxic. On top of that, I still have one extra move where I could just like click Giga Drain to gain more health and take away from you. Like, it's disgusting. Like, you have to deal about toxic, you got to deal with leech seed, and you got to deal with Giga Drain. So your health is just like declining really fast, and it's like this Gloom is like a wall. It's so good. I know Vileplume is a wall in like RU, but I never really realized how much of a wall Gloom is as well. So look forward to Gloom. That's all I gotta say. That's all I really gotta say. But that's pretty much our draft for the RTM, aka Return to Monkey. I really like the name. But I will be After this, I'm gonna actually do like a postcast on the week 1, and then right now I'm setting up week 2 with the other coach, trying to like schedule out like a time of battle. I'm gonna try to record that. I might not be able to because of the time difference, so it's gonna be kind of hard to like schedule. But regardless, that's just one team. This is just the one draft. I kind of want to get your guys' opinion about like how do you guys feel about the team? Do you think I have any like holes that I can possibly fill? If not, like make suggestions on mods that can help. Like if I switched out certain mods, if they're available. Like get into the comment section. Get into the comment section. And I kind of want you guys to rate all 3 teams. Kind of get like a rating for them. How do you guys feel like compared to each draft league? How do you guys feel like I drafted? And if it goes well, like if you guys like show a lot of support on this, I might do like a series talking about like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do like I will do like a series on like the key to success in draft leagues. Like I feel like I normally have really great draft picks. I do really good on draft leagues. I think the last like 6 draft leagues I've been in. I'm trying to think, did I go into the playoffs for the TCL? No, that was like the only one. The TCL was like the only draft league that out of like the last 6 that I haven't been in the playoffs, or at least I haven't even made it to like semifinals. But yeah, every other thing I know, like the ICP, I stopped uploading that, but I still continue to draft. I was kind of getting burned out from YouTube at that point. I made it to like the semifinals. Unfortunately, I lost, but I lost to the champion. So at least I can say that I lost to the champion of the ICP, but I made it to semifinals. I was so close, so close. But yeah, that's been this draft. Hit that like button down below. It really helps the channel. And I see that we're at 273 as far as this recording. Crazy. I love all the support, all the subscribers, but that's wild. So let me know, guys, how you feel about the team, all that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.